Do you need 5 events or 5 results on the tour so far? You've got 4.
Yeah.
5th one coming up could be in Poland. Depends on where you're heading to.
Yeah.
Talk about the guys that are going to be the big challenge for you and these 5 results and how important it is for you to stay consistent throughout the year.
Yeah. There's obviously like quite a few guys that are gonna there's loads of guys that could win the tour, but I'd say that like Martin, Yannick, of course Semenuk, and then like Cam McCall and them guys are gonna be up there for sure. Cause and even Mehdi actually, because he's in what, 4th now or 5th. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting because you only need 5 events and we've got like quite a lot left. So I think in the next few weeks it's gonna start shaping like kind of where people are gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
All right, let's take a look at the current top 10 ranking on the FMB World Tour after 26 tricks. Let's talk about some of the peripheral activities that go on, because I heard that you were snogging some blonde chick at the after party in Leogang. What's up with that?
Well, as
Look at the red, he's getting all red.
As we're all like really cool and that, you just like hang around and loads of girls come around. You're just like, all right, yeah, you're cool. You can come and hang out and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like that because we're like awesome and that.
All right.
Yeah.
What is it with you? You manage to pull the girls every stop. It never fails. Every time I see you anywhere, there's a girl on one arm, a girl on the other, a redhead, brunette, blonde. Pick one. They're all there with you. Is it the tooth? Or lack thereof?
I think it's something to do with the tooth or something like that. Like the magic gap or something. I don't know. Just must be a cool guy or something, yeah.
Okay. What's it going to take for you to stay in the #1 spot? Because you've had really fantastic results so far. And there's a lot of big gold and diamond events coming up where the best riders from around the world, so far it's been mostly European riders up until 26 tricks, the first gold event of the season. The following events, there's going to be some golds, there's going to be some diamonds as well.
Yeah.
They're going to have the best riders coming out. What are you going to have to do to step it up a notch to stay in top spot?
Like, I think if you worry like too much about like what could happen, it's going to be like harder. Like, I think actually consistent results will do well, you know, like maybe I think you need to win one big event to like be able to win the whole thing, but you could also win it if you got like top 3s, because you never know who's gonna crash or something like that. So don't know, I'm just gonna ride as best I can at all the events and just see if it's good enough.
Talk about some of the tricks that we're seeing out there that are really taking the level up to another notch.
Yeah, the level now is just ridiculous. Like last year or the year before, when you wanted to qualify for an event, you could kind of chill out and qualify. Now you got to pull like last year's finals run to even get into the finals. It's ridiculous. Like people just doing flip whips for fun, like practicing, which is pretty crazy. And yeah.
All right, speaking of trick progression, there were 2 guys that really went off during the best trick contest this weekend. Sam, talk about these 2 guys because they were really, I mean, like I said, going off.
Yeah, we had the best trick contest instead of the finals, and yeah, it was Cam and Brandon going off actually. It was like they were like head to head or something. It was like pretty cool. I was actually just watching. They were being too crazy, so it was a good little show. But so Cam was doing like this front flip Superman thing, and so he did that first, and it was like massive, and he was probably going to win with that. And then Brandon's like doing stuff, and then he does this like corked 720 thing, like 360 flip. I don't know. That was pretty crazy. And then Cam's like trying to beat him again, doing like front flip Superman Indian air or something, and he probably should have won then, but he just slipped his pedal a little bit, and Brandon was so clean. It was just really cool, actually, like a little battle thing. So, yeah. All
right, battle of the 49th parallel, America versus Canada. Flipped. Here we go. Check it out.
Ollie pop. Oh, backflip, tail whip. Heute Abend erscheint. Raus. Qualifikation hier am besten abgeschnitten. Wow! Letzte Train,
We saw Semenuk and McCall doing some pretty crazy tricks. Cameron McCall, I mean, he's been around this game forever.
Yeah.
Talk about the stuff that you saw those two guys doing. Even though Cameron McCall didn't really get very high up in the ranking, he was throwing down some massive tricks.
Like, just anyone can win the comps now, that just in the finals, because everyone's like riding ridiculous. Like there's front flips now just for fun. There's flip whips for fun, and they're all things that can win the event. And I don't know, it's just whoever can make it to the bottom of the course without putting their foot down or crashing, and they're going to win. So, yeah, everyone that drops in is scary to watch. You're like, oh God, don't land it, or oh no. And then you just got to step it up every time. And yeah, it's fun though. I like the pressure and the worrying all the time. It's good.
That's funny because you're opposite to a lot of other guys. You know, so many guys out there like free ride, free ride, free ride, and you love the contest scene.
Yeah.
You know, what makes it different for you, you know, besides the pressure and the, you know, what makes a contest scene so much more fun for you than just going out and free riding with your buddies?
Well, because where I live, there's like, no one really rides a mountain bike that much, and there's obviously no mountains or anything that awesome to ride. For me, going to the contest, just hanging out with like the best guys, like cool friends, and we just riding all the time. Well, riding quite a bit and
Parting a little bit.
Yeah, just hanging out. I don't know, I just love being with everyone when we're there. It's just so awesome. So.
All right. Will you be heading over to North America for any of the events there? Crankworks is a biggie. That's a diamond event as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Crankworks, and then from there I'm going to go to the Colorado Crankworks, and then you just go big, I guess. Yeah, just watch everyone else and see what's going down, and then try and beat them. Yeah.
Wicked. Well, I wish you luck for the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll see you in studio again closer to the end of the season, maybe in Nuremberg. Until then, thanks a lot for joining us, everybody, and thanks to Sam Pilgrim.